Welcome to the IVM Podcast Network.
You're listening to TFG Football.
Hello and welcome everyone. What's up? I hope you're having a great day, and here we are once again with everything that you all need to know about Indian football. Now today we have Kevin as usual in the studio. We also have Chiranjeev joining us via Skype. And there's one more person, which is a very special entry. I think I should say on demand. He was asked to come on the show, and we were asked to get him. It was quite some time. Now he's back on the show, and we are as always. It's a pleasure to have him. Goes by the name FNI. Like a celebrity he is. We call him Unni. And hey Unni, what's up?
Hey.
So, how's it going? Good to be back on our show?
Yes, definitely. It's a pleasure to be back on the show.
Yeah. Well, the usual disclaimer, both of them are joining us via Skype, so you might, if in case you hear any disturbance, please bear with us because we have really packed action coming your way today. Now, before we enter the football action, something off-field news, I think this will be usual. We did say that Nikolai Adam had to put out his word. It was a deadline yesterday, but today now the update is here that Vijay Goyal, who is a sports minister, says that AIFF cannot sack Nikolai Adam because the government appointed him and the government pays his salaries. So AIFF has no say in his sacking or not. I mean, I think this drama is going to continue for a very long time.
This is a political battle now.
Yeah.
Okay, this has completely taken a very political turn. We have the BJP government and Praful Patel, who is a politician, and there has to be some line somewhere. How much how much in control should the government be in the workings of a federation? But that's the reality we live in. The salary is paid by the government, and the Sai took much of the initiative to spend money behind the under-17 team. So we have a situation now where Vijay Goyal says we will talk to the players, we will talk to Nikolai Adam, we will review the situation and we will take a decision. So IMG Reliance controls the commercial side. The under-17 operation is overseen by the state government. I wonder what the hell AIFF is doing. What do you think, Unni?
Actually, quite a farcical turn, right? I mean, if you believe the initial reports that have came out, AIFF was hell-bent on throwing him out. And right now, we get to hear that they are, they cannot even throw him out because it's actually the sports ministry who's paying his salary and things like that. So, I mean, typical Indian football situation where there is a lot of confusion, and I mean, it's a total mess, I guess.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the Indian football situation. It's just the Indian situation, right? Everywhere. I mean, people say that, hey, you know what? I pay him, I feed him, so it's on me and I would decide and not the association who's heading the committee. So it's the same case in anywhere in India, I guess. So now let's move on to finally some footballing action, which we all are waiting for. As we said, we first touch upon Bengaluru FC playing Al Vedat. It's an away game, a 9:30 p.m. kickoff, Indian Standard Time. And this is the AFC Champions League qualifier, right, boys?
Yep.
Yeah. So first we have Unni here, so I'll ask him to take the honors and start off. So what do you reckon here, Unni? I mean, 2 back-to-back defeats, really bad situation and away match.
Yeah, actually, not the right kind of situation to go into this match for Bengaluru FC, and of course this is going to be pretty difficult, as we all know. Middle Eastern oppositions are going to be pretty difficult for any Indian teams, and the 2 defeats for Bengaluru FC definitely is not going to help them in terms of confidence wise. So it's going to be a difficult time for them, and I think they are having some injuries as well, especially I think Sandesh Jingan is not fully fit yet, and so those kind of problems is going to cause quite a bit of problems for Bengaluru FC.
Yeah. So do you think is the red card incident that happened to John Johnson going to affect him here?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't.
That's for I-League.
Yeah.
Okay. So Chiranjeev, what are your thoughts on it?
Well, I think Bengaluru FC have to stop being a bit arrogant now. Okay, 3 defenders, not enough. They have to maybe even take a page out of Shivaji's book and play 5 defenders. And Sandesh Jingan not being fully fit is a concern, but maybe he gets to come on towards the second half or something. But I'm actually like curious as to why after having such what do you call it? I mean, international success with the defensive and moderate model that Albert Roca was employing in the beginning against Johor and everybody else in AFC Cup. He suddenly moved to such an attacking stance and everything seemed to fall apart. Why is not Rino Anto getting any games? Why is not Nishu Kumar? I mean, he played a couple of games. What about Keegan Pereira? So it just seems like this formation that they are trying in the I-League, they have to play an entirely different kind of football against Al Wihdat if they are supposed to win, because Bengaluru FC are going with 2 losses and Al Wihdat are on a 7-match winning streak in Jordanian League and Cup.
Wow.
So it's going to be tough. Obviously, good facilities, good stadium. They got the home crowd support. Everything is on their side. But one particular statistic that I want to mention is that AFC Cup, Bengaluru FC have reached the final last season. These guys have never gone beyond the semi-finals. Yeah. Okay, so and ACL also, they reached the playoff stage. So whoever wins this match goes to playoff. So this particular tournament they are more adept at, but they are not that great either. Okay, it's not like in terms of quality they are on an entirely different planet altogether. So I do not rule out Bengaluru FC. Maybe like the kind of shocks they got in I-League will force them to go back to the drawing board and come up with a very different game plan. The kind of game plan that worked against Johor will probably work against Al Wihdat. I'm not talking about the home leg, the away leg.
Yeah.
Where they came away with a draw. We need that kind of football.
Yeah, I think, but very important cog in the whole thing is missing. That is Alvaro Rubio. So if you see, so I think even though it would be unfair to pin the whole success of AFC Cup campaign on him, I think he was a vital member in that squad, and he was the one who was dictating the play. If you had noticed during the AFC Cup matches against Johor and the other opposition. So I think they are mainly missing him. In terms of controlling the game from the midfield, and if you see right now, Eugensen is not in his prime form, and Lenny is a good box to box midfielder, but I think from my personal opinion, I think he is not up to the mark for matches like an AFC Cup or an AFC CL qualifier. So that midfield is what is failing Bengaluru FC right now, and they're not able to boss the midfield and wrestle in the midfield.
Uni, what do you have to say about Chiranjeev mentioned this point that we've not seen Rino Anto for a very long time in action. So what is Roca's strategy behind that?
So it's actually what I heard is Reno is also injured right now, and it'll take some time for him to get back to full fitness is what I've heard.
So, it's an away match, and we've seen Bengaluru perform against Johor, as Chiranjeev rightly pointed. But do we see, what do we have to, what are we expecting from this match?
So I think they're going to play a bit more control game and probably not be very adventurous, and something like what they've been trying in the AFC Cup, later stages of AFC Cup, that is to be a bit more conservative and nick that goal types kind of an approach. And I think that is going to work for them, considering the kind of form that they are right now in, and mainly I think the team has to shouldn't be very complacent. I guess the AFC Cup, the fine run in AFC Cup has caused some sort of complacency in the team, and they have to shake off that and be very, should have like utmost concentration and go for the game. That's what I feel.
Chiranjeev, do you think what would Roka's strategy be here? Like 2 losses in I-League and now it's an away game.
Yeah. Back to the drawing board. More emphasis on the defense and defensive midfield. Maybe Khabra gets a bigger role than he already has. But one thing that's bothering Bengaluru FC at the moment is that they got the striker very late. Like they had a good guy in terms of Kim Song-yong last season, a good target man. This time they have Robin Morales, who's yet to find his touch, and you can't blame him. He came so late. So now they're going in with a situation where probably Robin Morales will start up front and Sunil Chhetri play behind him. But seriously, people would be much more assured if Robbie got a couple more goals so far and not missed so many chances. So it's about the players not being at the best. I don't think it's a question of Roka suddenly losing his tactical mind or something like that. I think I think Unni made a point. They did not have a defender like Rubio, so maybe just to get the defense, give the defenders more time to adjust to the new situation or the new season. That's why in I-League we saw Albert Roca commit more on attack with 3 at the back. So maybe this time it's an entirely different game, and just maybe returning to that old 4-5-1 or 4-4-2 will actually help Bengaluru FC find their touch again.
Well, once again here, I think all Indians will keep their eyes open to, for this match once again reunite, because after all, Bengaluru is representing India out there. And if I had to ask you both a quick run through of the goals that you expect to happen. Unni?
So, it's going to be a difficult match. So, I think the scoreline will be like probably 1-1 or 2-1 in favor of... if it's 2-1, it's going to be in favor of Al Vedat. And if it's 1-1, it's going to be like... It's going to... yeah. So the thing is what I feel is when I went through the squad list of Vedat, what I found out is that they have 2 foreigners, that's all, and rest are all homegrown players. And as Chiranjeev was saying, I don't see a huge gulf in quality between probably both the sides, because they've been bossing the Jordanian league for some time, whereas BFC has been doing the same after their inception in I-League. And they have had pretty good foreigners also. I don't think the difference is going to be huge, but again, the Vedat has good support. They're one of the best supported teams in Jordan is what I heard. So these are the conditions that probably BFC and the players will have to keep in mind while going into this match.
Well, whatever it is, I think it's going to be a tight contest, right? Both wanting to win and going for the kill. Now, the other game that's there, it's a 3:30 kickoff, playing Colombo in Sri Lanka. So, Chiranjeev, here's your chance to take away the mic now.
Yeah. So, again, Mohan Bagan also drew a game, and they are facing a team that's on pretty good form in the local league. Actually, Colombo FC is probably the Bengaluru FC of Sri Lankan football. Just got established a few years ago and suddenly came up the ranks. So it's a good team. It's a not much of a star-driven team. It's got utility players all over the place. So it's hard to say at this point. Who will go in with an advantage, because obviously Mohun Bagan is a better team on paper. But then again, we have that problem that I talked about in the previous episode, that they play this 4-4-2 model where they have two midfielders who have defensive tendencies, Pranay Haldar and Vikramjit Singh. So they often retreat back to their own half, and they end up with two strikers up front who are box to box strikers, who just like to wait for the ball and knock it in. JJ Lal Piklu and Daryl Duffy. So if that happens, then they end up with this major gap because there is no attacking midfielder, and there is no, like last season we used to have somebody like Conan Glenn or Pierre Boya, who was a withdrawn striker. So that gap allowed the opposition to always dominate the midfield. So maybe the solution is to just play Katsumi Yusa as an central attacking midfielder instead of a right winger, which we saw works against Shivajians when he was playing close to Sonny Norde. So that might be something that Sanjay Singh would want to look into. But then again, there is a disturbing stat for Mohan Bagan, is that when Sonny Norde is not on the side, more often than not they don't win. Okay, so Sonny Norde has not travelled. He's got this left leg injury. He was limping after the Shivajians game. So, yeah, it'll be Keen Lewis on the left, maybe Prabir on the right. And you will have Katsumi Yusa, which is better than what we had in I-League, which is the way we should be going. But that's the problem. And the second problem is that set-piece defending is crap. Okay, it's been crap for like the last 2 seasons. Set pieces made us lose the league to Bengaluru FC last season. We conceded against East Bengal, we conceded against Shillong Lajong, and suddenly we end up falling behind the title race. So, and this particular team, Colombo FC, they scored 4 set-piece goals in the last 3 matches. They are like particularly well-to-do in terms of set pieces. So, yeah, it's going to be tough. If Mohan Bagan concedes, it's probably going to be from a corner or a free kick. So you'll have to ask, Anas and Pranay Haldar to be a little bit conservative here and not do any rash fouls. And let's see how it goes. We'll have to see how Katsumi plays, and he's the key to this match.
Uni, your quick thoughts on the match?
So I think it's going to be a pretty easy tie for Mohan Bagan, a team like Mohan Bagan. Or at least on the paper, it looks like it's going to be pretty easy. But as we have seen, like when Indian sides play teams from Maldives and other countries, it actually don't turn out to be like really, really easy as what we think. So I think probably Bagan has to keep their concentration, and with Sony, and I also understand that Eduardo is also out. So on the defensive line, they'll have to be pretty careful. And just as Chiranjit said, we'll need to be pretty cautious during the set pieces and all those things. Otherwise, I think Bagan is a pretty good team that can actually win a match against a side from Sri Lanka, or at least on paper they have to. And I think they're going to do that.
Yeah. Pretty much confident out there, both of them. Now let's see. I mean, this was really power-packed action away from home, but we also have action in India. Well, the I-League as usual. Shillong Lajong take on Chennai City today, and I think both the teams are on some confidence boost because both are coming in with a win. Shillong back-to-back wins, and Chennai beat Aizawl. So this should be an interesting game. Kevin, we start with you. What are your thoughts on this match?
Kevin is here?
Yeah, he's here. He's been all the while here listening very patiently.
I was keeping my thoughts for the Indian league. No, the international. I've not yet got there. Okay, so Shillong Lajong, I really love this team. I love their vision, what they've come into the season. And the way they've been playing, but I've always been telling they lack maturity, by the way those silly fouls are given away.
Is it because they're fielding under 22 players, that many players?
Yes, that is one case, and secondly, their reliability on the foreign players. Ignath is really required, and he wasn't available in the last game. So Kinowaki did everything that was required, and Dipanda was there up there finishing all the moves. So Dipanda is a good finisher, but to get the ball there, you require a good midfield that consists of Kinowaki holding all the players together. So you require Ignath to be there to get the maturity level up to I League. They are ready for the I League, but then just those small mistakes that they keep doing again and again. For Chennai City, they're high on confidence, the way they've approached the game for Mohan Bagan, and secondly, they've beaten Azol FC.
Yeah.
Who were
unbeaten.
They were unbeaten, and they were playing good football, attacking and defensive. So Chennai City, they know that they can do it. So it is just up to them how they approach this game. It will be a battle of midfield over here. Both teams have one key player missing. Ignath from Shillong is missing. Karanjit did not play in the last game.
Yeah.
So these two are very key players for both teams. If both are back in the team, we should see a good fight in the midfield. Karanjit has been instrumental.
Skills.
Yeah. Because even against Mohan Bagan, he was the one who frustrated them.
Yeah.
So he should be back in the squad to get the backline, solid over there. Apart from that, I see a good attacking game if the midfielders really don't give away the ball too cheaply.
Chiranjeev, do you think this is an evenly contested match here between the two?
I think Shillong doesn't have the edge.
Okay.
Because they've been playing well. Actually, like even when they were losing, they were showing their quality, and they won the last match, and they're back home. They love it, and probably Dan Ignath will be back in the side as well. So it looks like they just look like a more well-knit team than Chennai City to me. That just comes from the fact that most of their players have been together for a very long time, while Chennai City has just come together.
Yeah.
So they will have that advantage. I think they have good defenders who can mark the tank. It's you just put Dan Ignath on tank, and just keep Sana near him just in case, and most of the Chennai City attack goes away right there. So it's Chennai City in terms of defending and some kind of midfield passing, they're catching on, but their attack is yet to find its full pace, and it's just not there yet. So they're also traveling to the hills for the first time, I think.
Yeah.
So a lot of their players will be experiencing that condition for the very first time, and it won't be an easy time for them.
Only your neighboring club, right? Chennai City. What do you have to say?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty interesting contest. But as Chiranjeev just mentioned, the advantage for Shillong will be that most of their players have been around for a long time, playing together and all those things for us. Chennai had a squad which got stitched up like pretty late and all those things. But what I feel is like both teams have made some interesting signings. I mean, like Dipanda coming to Shillong and Kinowaki also. Pretty decent, pretty good signings who are turning out to be pretty influential for Lajong. Whereas Chennai City FC also has some good players who have come in, but I'm not like really happy with their forward line. Tang, even though he has scored a couple of goals by now, but I think the team is yet to gel and play to a plan yet. So Shillong, as Chiranjeev said, has an edge here, but I'm expecting Chennai to put up a fight.
Okay. Okay, some similar thoughts running down there from all three of them here. And well, it is as we said, we started the show saying it's a power-packed Tuesday. Another Turbo Tuesday, right, Chiranjit?
Yep.
And well, if you, in case you plan to miss on any of the matches or action, do not worry. Get onto our website, thefangarage.com. You'll get the live updates. And if you're listening to us on YouTube, hit the like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell icon so you get updates of a new episode. Now, you want to talk to us directly, you can do that. Unni, our guest today, is on Twitter as well. We all know on what's his handle, right? FNI. And Chiranjit is as Chiranjit Oja. I_R_Voza for Kevin. I'm on Twitter as Matthew94. You can also listen to our podcast on Audio Boom, SoundCloud, iTunes, etc. And Unni, thank you so much for joining on the show. And we hope to have you again and again and again.
Thank you, guys. It was a pleasure.
Yeah. Well.
Okay, one last announcement. There is a sports TV network in our country which loves ISL and ignores pretty much everything else. So the AFC matches, which have historic potential, because nobody in India has made it to the ACL playoff round so far. Mohun Bagan only made it to the second round, and Bengaluru FC are already playing the second round. That historic game is not on TV.
Okay.
Neither is the Colombo versus Mohun Bagan game. So you guys please watch the handle of @TFG Football.
Yeah.
We will be tweeting out live stream links and whatever else we can gather to make sure you guys get to watch some matches.
Yeah, because that's what we do, right? And that's all, folks, for today. Have a great day. Enjoy the matches, and as Chiranjit said, follow us for all the updates. Have a great day. Cheers.
Hey man, just help me out, man. I need some podcast, man. I haven't had a fix in a week. Just need some.
Don't you worry about it. I got podcast galore for you, man. Just go to ivmpodcast.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Thanks, man. I'm gonna check it out.